Okay, I'm gonna try to attempt to demonstrate what switch is operating what. All right, this is again the Dyson D25, and this is your power switch right here. Now we're gonna turn it on. That turns it on. Now, as you know, your head and the bottom will not engage unless you fold it back. So what you do is represent the power button here, or the gauge button here. So if you hit this button, if I can help you guys get this. This button, the middle one, engages the head. Now, when I hit that button, as you see, nothing happens. Even when you tilt back the head or the handle, again, this button is not working. So I know that button is bad. So again, replacing that middle button switch should fix the problem. Sorry for the loud noise. Okay, so we're gonna replace those three buttons, that middle button especially, for our Dyson. Okay. Okay, as you can see with this Dyson DC25, once you get the cover off, you'll see there's three switches. This is the power switch. This is the switch that engages the head, the vacuum head, and this is a reset switch. All right. It makes sense if you're going to if one of them fails, and most likely it's probably going to be this switch here that engages the roller head. Switch all three switches out. All right, they're inexpensive. I'll put down a parts link on where what type of parts you need to get. It's very simple. It's more of a plug and play. You'll take the switches out and plug them in with the new ones. And that's it, guys. So let's just, don't take a shortcut and just replace one, because then the other one fails, so you have to take the whole thing off again and do it. So just replace all three switches at the same time, so you know you got new components, and your Dyson DC25 will continue to work properly. All right. Okay, I'm gonna start with the reset switch. You're gonna simply just pull these out. All right, there's one, and the other one. They simply come out, as you can see, as a pull action. So pull those out. And we're going to replace it with the new one. And what I'm going to do is the new one is the old one. So before I get my wires crossed, I'm going to lay it out just like how I have it. That's the other button here. I'm going to take this one and already put it on the new one. So that's my new one. And I'm just going to take the old one off now. Disregard it and slip the new one on. And of course, guys, make sure the power is off when you do this. Alright, so that's my new switch. And all you have to do, once it's in, slip it back into its holder. So that's one down. So I'll continue with the rest of them. Take one out, take the switch them out, and put them in. Alright, and so I'll continue that and pick up later on in the video. Alright, it's the second switch, or the power switch for the head, which is this switch right here. Alright, brand new. I'm going to switch it out and put it in this place right here. Okay, I'm going to switch it out. Here's the new one. Here's the old one. Take the one off, put it on the new one. Take the other one off. Disregard it. So don't mix them up. Put the new one in. That's it. Switch, put that in, put that in. And that's my second switch going in. Here's the power switch that's going in. This one right here. Alright, this is a different color. Don't worry about it. It's a generic one. But again, this power switch still works, but I just want to change it since I'm changing all switches. So the same thing as before. Oop, that came off. Well, that's okay. I mean that I can't get both switches mixed up because they're different colors. It's quite alright. Push that in. Slip that in. And that's it, guys. All three switches are replaced. And now I'm going to just turn it on to test it out to make sure everything works well, and then we'll put it back together. Okay, guys, all three switches are replaced. It's going to be kind of noisy, forgive me. I just want to show you guys as I do this. As you can see, power works. Once I hit the middle button, and again, it only engages when you tilt back your head of your Dyson. So I will do. Another button here, you hit it. And now my head is working. Get off. Alright, so this double button right here is the one I have to be replaced to get that head working. Right here, so I'm going to button it back up. Okay, I'm going to turn the Dyson back on, and it should be operational. Again, it's not that difficult. The most difficult thing was trying to get the head off, which, let me bring it over. Sorry, guys. Taking off this part here. Now, when you take it off, I notice, remember, you got a spring here you have to worry about. Let me see if I can bring this over here so I don't, so have you guys see it. I'll put it on the floor here. Sorry for the video, guys. I'm just trying to get this Alright. There's a spring that's there which just came off. Make sure that stays on there. When you take this off, there's some tabs right here on this thing that was preventing for taking off. It's very difficult in getting off. You have to pull it out. You might break the tabs, alright, which is not a big deal. They're really small, so I wouldn't be so over concerned about it. But this is the most difficult thing. Once you get this off, everything else is easy, and just putting it back together. All right. So I'm gonna continue to put it back. Okay. I got it back on. This is gonna take a little time, guys. Just with these switches. All right. To make sure all the pieces stay there. Once you get it slipped on, you're gonna turn it around or adjust it. And you're gonna see this 3 screws you got to replace right here and 2 down here. You're gonna put the screws back in to put it back together. All right, and again, just reverse engineering when you took them off the same way you put them back on. All right, and again, just to let you know, this is the most difficult part, just getting the cover off. Once you're able to get it off, everything goes smoothly. Putting it back on, you're gonna have to just do a little wiggling to get it back on properly to make sure the buttons, everything's secured on. And that's pretty much it. It's not that difficult. Just take your time, save you a couple of bucks at taking to a vacuum repair store to get this fixed. And my Dyson is back in service. All right, I hope this helped. I'll post a link of the parts that I got, and also the other video Dyson guy who fixed his own video helped me. So I'm just adding my little twist to it, a little more detail to it. Again, when you take this part over here, there's going to be like some teeth that's holding it in. When you pull this off, you might end up breaking those little teeth. No big deal, because the screw's going to hold it in place. They're really, it's not a big deal if you break the little teeth that comes off of it. All right. So as you pull the up, you can pull and lift up this way. All right, and it's going to go around this switch here when you take it off. All right, this switch is not going to be removed. It's going to stay in place. So the whole cover covers this whole thing right here. So when you lift it off, you have to clear this, and when you put it back on, the same way. So again, I hope that helps, and a little DIY how to fix your Dyson vacuum cleaner with the brush switch right here failing. All right, good luck, guys, and see you out there in YouTube world.